It all originated from those beer-stained goggles on that one ambiguous college night. You had a type of subtle splendor that made me look again. Immediately, yes, I was romanced by the charismatic renditions of your favorite Will Ferrell characters. Your annoyingly confident approach to arguing over kitchen cleaning commercials, and your heroically stoic approach to Death's faltering chatter that swooned my life into your arms instead of the ground below the eroded balcony ledge. But it was much more subtle than that. Subtle and stubborn, these moments only presented themselves years later, distant shadows of what they used to be, like a projection of a faraway drive-in movie. It was the fragility of your enduring frame that helps me picture you now. You were always the gravitational pull at parties, drawing in visitors like moons, regaling in finite detail of some obscure philosophical debate or reciting verbatim Shakespeare sonnets 1 through 35. Your booming presence spent its time heavy with the spotlight and a drawn-out sense of purpose. Still, because I kept you on them, you were light on your toes, never stepping on mine, and when you walked over to me, I felt as if I were floating. The nights you accidentally gazed into my eyes after setting them aflame, I watched your smile turn sideways. Your red wine-lined expression embodied more so a rose blooming giddy with spring than any Irish-soaked bloodbath. The way your mouth took to wine, coloring your teeth in red and laying your lips on mine. For those reasons, I chose to raise my glass and cheers your every sip. Reflections of today's inevitable indifferences stared deep from inside each empty bottle. If only I had known each encouraged sip fermented to our sour grapes. Years later, I am still scouring our futures from the past backwards. Drained of all their possibilities and burnt holes through my skull, my mind a curdled hunk of Swiss cheese. Yet the memories of you still flood in, shining so bright that my stubborn head has no choice but to illuminate like a strainer on a strobe light. A flashing beacon far off in the distance, insisting you meet me halfway on some lovesick, riddled balcony, and since neither of us can decide who would make the better Romeo, I suggest you bring the wine.